All right, Lee, here's a doozy. How does FECO help stimulate the endocannabinoid system to help re-stimulate our immune system?
By virtue of energetic stimulation of CB1 and CB2 receptors. Our bodies, throughout our entire physiology, all mammals have receptors.
Mm-hmm.
If you take anything, you have to have a receptor for it to affect you. So anything that we take, alcohol, we have an alcohol receptor, it'll affect us, right? If there's an effect, there is a reception, and there is a receptor.
It's a lock and a key.
Yep, seems to be the case with all things that will affect us, and it's also part of the nature of homeopathic medicine too. So when we're infants, we are breastfed in a, ideally we're breastfed. And so at that point, the mother will introduce cannabinoids to the infant to stimulate CB1 and CB2 receptors. The idea, and what we see proved out over time, is that taking a CBD dominant cannabis oil that is close to or identical to that chemical profile that you got from your mom when you were a little baby is going to reset and re-stimulate your computer. If you follow me, and you can use the metaphor that the body is a human computer, right? An organic computer. You could say the forest is an organic internet with like trees and moss and communication, right? Our systems and our bodies, even within our bodies and even with each other, we're communicating in all kinds of different ways. And so some of the initial communication that happens in life is the stimulation of your immune system through breastfeeding. So ACDC, if you take CBD, you're re-stimulating the breastfeeding process, and the idea is to reboot the computer back to when you were much younger, which is going to knock down inflammation. So if you take the right kind of CBD, and it's got to be cannabis-derived flower, only 18-to-1. We work with Emerald Spirit Farms in Central California. You'll hear me start to talk more about that family. And what you see is that sun-grown CBD with different types of chemical processes has electricity in it, just like living food has electricity in it. And like you, as a nutritionist, would say, it's like fresh food is better than old food, right?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. So that tells us that it's like food is electrical, alive, conductive, etc. And so cannabis oil is no different. And you electrochemically stimulate the body, reintroduce that breastfeeding. You're going to, start the person's computer over again. It never hurts. It always helps. And, through the CB1 and CB2 receptor, it works. And so, as you often say, lock and key, the human or mammalian CB1 and CB2 receptor most closely matched profile-wise is the lock and the key, right? Is the ACDC one. And so not all CBD is created equal. That's the truth of it. So.